Alright, so good evening everyone. I'm so sorry that this video is coming late. I really don't know what came up with my system. Anyways, I've been able to resolve the issue and the system is back on. Give all glory to God. I am Abolanriwai Emmanuel by name, and I want to use this opportunity to thank every one of us that have taken this bold step to sign up for this training program. And I want to assure you that this program is not going to be a waste. It's going to be a training program that is worth our time. Without wasting so much time, let me quickly give you a brief introduction of myself. I am Abolanriwai Emmanuel. I am a student of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, Niger State. I'm an architecture student, and I'm also a software developer, but using code and uh, uh, using no-code tools. I am a graphic designer as well as a entrepreneur. The chairman and founder of Alpha Tech No Code Agency, and I want to say I'm really privileged to be part of this training today. Uh, Without wasting time, let's quickly go into the introductory part of the course. I made a promise to us that I was going to give us a brief introduction of as to what Alpha Tech No Code Agency is. So today, what we'll be looking at today is sorry. The topics we'll be discussing today is number one, introduction to no-code development. Number two, how to get certified as a no-code developer. Number three, the brief introduction of the Alpha Tech No-Code Agency. And then lastly, we'll be handling question and answer. I'll be opening the group briefly for 1.5 to 2 hours so that we can briefly ask any question that comes to our mind as regard to the training and as regard to no code development and building. So that said, let's move to the next thing on agenda. So what is no code development? No code development has evolved and has gone a very long way in helping and shaping the development process of our present day. And this is clear, and it's quite obvious, as statistics shows us that about 40% of the web currently today is built using no code platform, and this no code platform over the years have evolved into more positively impacting platforms. Today we are going to be going through the basis of no code development, what it is, their sources, and how it differs and what it means for the software development industry. So, uh, what is going to be in this session for you? We are going to know what no-code development is. I believe I've given you a brief summary of what no-code development is. And secondly, we are going to check out the digital transformation that no-code development have brought to our world today, and then the importance of no-code development, why you would like to use or why you should use no-code tools, examples of no-code tools, advantages of no-code development, the disadvantages of no-code development, and the future of no-code platform as a whole. So that being said, what is no-code development? Over the over the last decade, no-code development platforms have been emerging and evolving and showing positive results as by enabling non-technical users create really functional and thriving applications. Uh, as I said earlier, about 40% of the web today is built with no-code tools, and this is really a great development. So before we begin to dive deep into what no-code development is, let us first understand what is meant by no-code development. According to automationanywhere.com, no-code is defined as an approach to designing and using applications that does not require any coding or knowledge of programming. No-code development is a method of building application without having to write code. This is made possible by no-code development platforms which enable builders, especially the expertise, that is, people that do not have the software expertise, to build apps using beautiful and easy to understand visual drag and drop functionalities. That is, dragging and dropping pre-configured blocks to create advanced enterprise grade applications. So, that said, what is the digital transformation of no code in our today world? Uh, we all know that the transformation of the globe is going so fast, and this is driven by the advancements in technology. And to this end, businesses around the world are expected to keep up and advance as well in order to stay relevant. Otherwise, competition will get such businesses swept out of the market. This has led to the practice of digital transformation. So, what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is the adoption of digital technology by a company to improve business process, while to improve business process and value for customers and innovation. So, uh, that said, our next topic is the importance of no code development. No code platforms have grown in importance in both the development and business world, as companies globally are employing the use of this platform. And a good example of that is the DHL a company that as we all know it, their website currently, or their web app currently, is running on a no-code platform called AppGyver. And this is really a great thing because DHL is a really huge company that is a multi-million dollar company. And imagine them running on a no-code platform. This is just to show you the level at which no-code platforms have gone. With no code, organizations can be easily implemented or transition can be easily implement organizations can easily implement or transition to an agile development strategy. No code allows users to rapidly transform business process and meet the ever-changing customers need. No code development is more about is about no code development is about more than just the platform or even the technology itself. So, why should we use no code tools? I believe with the understanding of no code development, the next big question we should be asking ourselves is, okay, why should we be using these no code platforms? The number one reason I'll be giving is no code development allows developers to make changes to projects easily. I made mention of something like this earlier, and this is really a great advantage on the side of no code platform, because with no code platforms you don't need to go and be accessing your codes that you've written previously. All you need to do is get on board and pick the visual element you want to change, make changes to it, and then every other thing is done in the background for you. So it uses a drag and drop functionality to make building process easy. This also I've explained previously. You simply drag in those pre-built blocks, and then you drag them to your canvas, make changes to them to suit your needs, and then you are good to go. Then it also allows developers to work efficiently without the risk of development bugs. This is a very, very dire issue that face most developers in our world today. uh, uh, it's a very painful task when, after you've developed something and then you've written so many codes and then you have to test it, and all of a sudden you discover, okay, you made a mistake somewhere, and you are now going back to trace your codes. It can be a very tedious process, but no code tools have given us the liberty to escape those challenges. So, that said, what are examples of no-code tools? There are various examples of no-code tools out there, but we have taken our time to pick out some of the best no-code tools out there, and some of them are platforms that we also use at the agency to build for clients, as well as customers who come to us. And the first one is AppGyver. AppGyver is a platform, is a no-code platform that enables its users to build uh, mobile apps both for Android and iOS. It enables its user to build mobile apps using a no-code platform. You simply drag the elements you want on the screen, set the workflow, and then you are good to go. Then the next one is WordPress. WordPress is a website builder that is used by many people today in the development world. I was doing a research on this site recently, and I discovered that it's made up for about 40% of the internet as we have it today. That is, 40% of websites running on the internet today are built with WordPress. I don't know if you are getting anything from there, but just try and imagine if 40% of websites that you build uh, uh, in using that if 40% of website found on the internet today is built using a no-code platform, that means for every one website you visit, for every 2.2 websites you visit, there is one that is built using a no-code platform. This is really, really huge, and it is only serving as a testimony that no-code tools are really here to stay, and they are changing the development world as we have it today. Then the second one is Wix Editor. Wix Editor is also a website builder that enables its users to build their websites as well as host their websites on their platform. And Wix website too on its own owns about 18% of the internet as we have it today. So that's making it about 58% of the internet as we have it today is hosted on no-code platforms. Then the next one we have is Flutterflow. This is especially one of the platforms I love to use, or we love to use the most at Alpha Tech No Code Agency, because it's not it gives us so much liberty. When after developing on the platform, you are given access to your source code. That is, you can build the visual element and take out your source code from it and host it on another hosting platform. And this gives programmers a lot of liberty, a lot of freedom when choosing where they want to host their platforms for one reason or the other. The next one we have on the list is Webflow. Webflow is a platform that allows you to build websites using no code tools. It is also a very good platform, and it produces really nice UI designs with a lot of animations and so on and so forth. Sorry, I forgot to mention earlier, Flutterflow is used to build mobile apps for both iOS and Android, and it is a very good platform. So next on our the next topic of consideration today is the disadvantages and advantages of no code development. I believe we'll all know that for every advantage there is a disadvantage, and this also stands true with no code development as well as the coding space. But I want to bring this to your notice that over the time, these no code platforms have grown exponentially, and they have solved many of the problems that was once mentioned, and they keep getting better and better over time. So therefore, we'll be starting with the advantages of these no code platforms development. Sorry. The first advantage is the ease of use. No code platforms are really easy to use, as they reduce the burden of development it requires as burden of development because it requires less effort to build. The cost, no code development helps to reduce the cost of development to a fraction of that of the traditional coding system. Flexibility, it is more flexible. When I mean more flexible, it is more flexible, as changes and updates can be done easily and conveniently. We will be seeing all those in the when we start the actual development later on in this training. Then the speed, no code platform enables both technical experts and non-technical experts to build apps really fast when compared with the traditional coding system. Then number 5 is accessibility. No code platform is more accessible as it does not need any form of expertise or skill or technical skill. I made mention of this earlier. Sorry, I'm rushing. I really want this video to be as short as possible. So what are the disadvantages of no code development? The first disadvantage is the limited customization. No code platform, many developers argue that okay, uh, traditional coding gives you the flexibility to do things just the way you feel like doing it on your website or on your mobile app. I agree with that because with no code you are stuck with whatsoever the platform provides. But I also want to bring this to notice that over time, this no-code platform have kept on growing and growing to bring in more capabilities to their platforms. 2, migration difficulties. This is a major issue that I myself have witnessed, and I believe is one of the most concrete issues facing the no-code space today. Migration difficulties in no-code development. Migration from one platform to another can be really difficult and in some cases impossible because whenever you build on those platforms, they tend to kind of compel the users to host it on their platform, even though some terms and conditions might not necessarily meet the user's desire. And this is indeed a great problem, although some of the no-code platforms have went ahead to solve this problem. As I mentioned earlier, you have the Flutterflow has solved this problem by giving us the source code after development. You simply pay a monthly charge for the source code to release for you. Then you have the limited security. Yes, this is another issue that many developers argue with us no code developers for. They said okay, with no code you are stuck with the security the platform provides, just as every other problem. Disadvantage is for no code development, you are stuck with whatsoever they provide for you. But it is also important to note that this security have been built so tight, and many of them have inbuilt security measures to safeguard the apps built on their platform. So next we'll be going to what is the future of no code development. The convenient use of no code development is one of the primary reasons why no code development platforms have gotten so much recognition and are expanding rapidly. uh, no code development a has become a lasting one-stop solution for many organizations to help their project handling and record taking. It is used in many companies today for project management as well as record handling. Secondly, no code development is also increasing its growth day by day in the modern world by implementing new techniques in development. Then lastly, we have it that no code development is also helping the business sector by increasing the software demands and requirements of the resources. So, with this, how do we get certified as a no-code developer? Well, that's where the agency comes in, the AlphaTech No Code Agency. AlphaTech No Code training program is targeted majorly at training non-technical users to build real-time digital solution, and it offers a recognized certificate upon completion of the training program. However, this certificate would be awarded when certain terms and conditions are met. And those terms and conditions include registration for the program, for which I believe every one of us present on the platform, on the group today, have met that requirement. Then the rules and regulation for the training will be followed and maintained diligently. This is to say that we when certain rules are broken, we reserve the total right to seize the certificate. Then assessment in form of project work, quiz, and other assessment forms would be completed and submitted accordingly as stated by the tutor. Then all fees would be paid in full through the right channel. With this, uh, we are going to be handling the question and answer. But before then, I would like us to go through the platform, that is the platform that we are going to be handling for this training. It's a platform that personally I enjoy using a lot because it gives a lot of flexibilities as well as freedom, because it provides a plain canvas for us to work with as we like. So let's quickly jump right there. The platform is known as bubble.io. You simply go to your website and to your browser and you click bubble.io. It is a very intuitive and easy to use platform. Sorry, it's loading. I don't know what's the problem. It's taking quite a while. Okay, so you simply go to your browser, you type in bubble.io, and it should take you to a place where you have to sign up. As most sites do today, you have to sign up to become a user, and then after signing up it should bring you to a page like this where you see create a new app. And the reason why this is showing is because I don't have any current app created on this platform. You can sign up using Google, you can sign up using any platform you like. You can also sign up using your email and password. And I want to quickly take us through a quick walk of the platform. Sorry. Okay, it has finally loaded. Here we can see the different things. Here we see the video lessons. They have taken their time to provide lessons to take you through the site and how you can use it. But this is the most interesting part of the platform, where you see templates and you get to see things that can be built using the platform. The platform is really a very, very powerful platform that ever since I came across, I'd never missed coding before. Never. I mean, it's really, 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 really smooth, because I've been hearing about no code tools. I've not seen one as powerful as this one. So let it load. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. I just want to show us one or two things so that we can see what the platform is all about, and after which I would be showing us how the interface of the platform looks like. I think I should load that too so that we'll not be wasting our time. Okay, I think it should have loaded by now. Still loading. This is the issue I've been facing since morning. The network has been misbehaving seriously. But let's see how far we can go. Still loading. Alright, so these are some of the sites that are built using the platform. You can see we have the marketplace sites such as Amazon, Jumia, AliExpress. I believe those are common marketplaces that we know. And then we have that of rentals such as Airbnb, where uh, mostly used by travelers. You can book a place to stay during your travel stay. And then you have project management platforms. You have platforms that uses map, such as the Uber platform for booking rides, and the list goes on and on and on and on like that. Let me quickly take you through the uh, the site interface so we understand how exactly the site is being used. Okay, so the site has loaded. So to build your app, you simply come here to where you see this create a new app. and then you click here and enter your app name. In this case, sorry, Alpha Tech, Alpha Tech, sorry. Okay, so let's name our app Alpha Tech Training. Okay, then we create our new app exactly. So let it load. Build Alpha Tech Training with premium features. Activate free trial. We are not going to use the premium features now. Sorry, I forgot to mention the pricing. I'll be taking you there after this session. Basically, the pricing is quite low. It's just about $25 monthly to take your app to the live version. And I say it's low because when you compare that with the traditional coding as a non-experts or non-technical experts, you have to hire a programmer to build your site for you, and this really can be very expensive, as most programmers they have a pricing starting from $500 upward, and this is really high. It is extremely high, really, if you'd ask me, because $500 converting it to the current naira rate, you're having about 758,000 naira, which is not a palatable price tag for a small business. But with $25, you're spending just roughly 12,000 naira on your app monthly, and I believe this is quite a mega fee for a running and profitable business. Alright, so it's loading, it's still loading, but in the meantime let me show you the current project I'm handling for a client, and it's uh, an online store. Sorry, it's still loading. Okay, it's an online store where you can purchase goods and services, and then that one too is still loading. Let's go back to where we were before. Okay, wait. Alright, I think my system is having some problem. Okay, that's been solved. Alright. Alright, so it has finished loading. We are going to close this, keep application assistance. We really don't need that. Okay, and here we are on the user interface. You can see our blank canvas here, and this is the index page. You can see it here, index page. We're going to close this. We don't need the component library. And sorry, I don't know why the system is slow. So we are going to close this, and here is our index page. You can edit the page as you wish. You can set the the size of the page that you want, but we usually leave this, and uh, but that is not why we're here. We'll be explaining that in our later in our next and consequent classes. And this is the workflow tab. This tab that we just met here is the design tab. You can see all the elements. This is where you add text, buttons, icons, link, images, alert, video, HTML, and so on. And this is the workflow tab. This is where you set the events. That is, if this button is clicked, I want you to do this. If this is done, if this condition is met, I want you to do this. This is where we set them. And then this is the data part of your application, where you save your data. That is, maybe you are taking users data into your site, user email, users, whatever it is. This is where you get it saved. And then this is the styles is where you custom your elements, those elements that you found in the design tab. It is here you custom them to suit your needs. You adjust the colors, you adjust the fonts and different things. And here you have the plugins. Plugins is where, in case you need a third party service, and this is where I like bubble.io the most. This is Alright, so this is the plugin session. Sorry, I was interrupted. This is the part I like about Bubble the most. With this session, you can add in third-party services. That is, services that are not provided on the Bubble platform, or they are not provided the way it suits you, that you want it. You can add in those third-party services. Like for instance, let's say I want to add uh, let me see. Okay, I want to add a slideshow to my Bubble platform. Ordinarily, there is no image slideshow on Bubble, but because of this plugin session, I can simply install a slideshow, and then I go to my design tab, and as you can see, this is wonderful image slider. And when I go to my design tab, you discover that that's what's it called, that element you just added will be found in your elements tab. As you can see, it's a wonderful image slider, and all I need to do is simply click it and drag on the page, and then it is there, and you edit it the way you want, the size and whatever it is that you want. Then next is the settings tab.